we're both here because we want to help people. We want to sort of shed the light on how we did it because it's altered our life so much for the better. And literally both you and I have crawled out of the darkest place imaginable.
Yeah, I agree.
And we used with the intention of sort of taking the easy way out. If we can learn to capture that energy or take that energy into this recovery thing, we got a fighting chance.
Right.
The whole idea here is to escape the pain and suffering that we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you. Well, I do know about you. But I used with the intention of overdosing every day.
Right.
My wife once said to me, "Aren't you worried about a fatal overdose?" And when I was honest with myself, I realized I was worried about the fatal underdose.
Yeah.
I was worried about not having enough. There was never enough. I'm lucky that I never had to experience fentanyl. I mean, I experienced it getting a colonoscopy or something.
Yeah.
But honestly, that street drug would have killed me.
I just don't see a lot of people coming back from fentanyl anymore. Like it's difficult, and they're doing other things on top of that makes it even harder to quit. You're taking that trank dope or that benzo dope. Now you're on benzos and fentanyl.
Yeah. I took a client in the other day. We admitted a guy who was a chronic meth user, and he was smoking. I asked him, part of our intake process is, well, how much are you using a day?
Yeah.
He said to me, as much as I can get. And I could so relate to that. Right? When we gave him a urine test, he tested positive for meth and fentanyl, and he said, "I've never done fentanyl in my life." And so it means that they're cutting that. That stuff.
What happens is you're not that dope sick, isn't that dope sick anymore. It's the fentanyl sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now they do meth and fentanyl now because it gives them that easy, you know.
Sure, yeah.
I would do Xanax and fentanyl, so it's balance.
Yeah. Benzos.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're both here because we want to help people. We want to sort of shed the light on how we did it because it's altered our life so much for the better. And literally both you and I have crawled out of the darkest place imaginable.
Yeah, I agree.
And we used with the intention of sort of taking the easy way out. You know, for me, it led me to having a gun in my mouth, trying to work up the courage to kill myself.
Right.
You know, I've seen videos of you and just
same thing. Just
it's horrifying.
Yeah, same thing with no gun. And one day I'll make a reel. I'm just not prepared for that right now, but I'll make a reel where they could see this room and how I was, and then all you see is my skin glowing, and then because I had somebody that sent me one of those, and it's ridiculous how you look. Like you come in like that and you're out there like that, and then they took pictures of like when I got some time under me, my whole face was different.
Right? It's night and day.
Yeah, my complexion just was different.
Yeah, part of the blessing of doing this kind of work is being there at the beginning of a guy's recovery and seeing him just recently at the worst part of his life, and what just a phenomenal change is. Most of the guys, or some of the guys that I have treated recently, are getting a lot of time clean.
Yeah.
Clean and sober, and it's like participating in a miracle.
Right.
It's really profound and really important.
For me, Chris, that's it for me. That's it. That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
If 1 or 100, or if we touch some guy and we don't know, that's my purpose, is to serve as that warning and then be there for anybody I can. I tell them now, my guys, I tell them if I could do it, I'll do it. I'm not your ride share. I'm not this, but I will do it if I could do it. You know?
Sure. Yeah. And part of the message that I want to get out is that there are days when recovery is ugly.
Right.
You know, there are. We're not saying that there's a yellow brick road we can walk down and everything's
just fucking great.
Rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah.
You know, and some days I personally, and you do too, I think we both struggle with mental health issues.
By far.
I recently started going to grief therapy and a grief recovery group because I think one of the primary reasons that I used was there was sort of an emptiness inside me, like a darkness, sort of a cloud that followed me around all the time,
and I couldn't
shake it.
Yeah.
And so when I started drinking and drugging, that kind of went away. And anyway, we'll get to all that, the science part of it. But my basic theory is if I take one, I wonder what two will do.
Yeah.
And of course, course, I always did 2 and then 4.
And then that's the day you said yesterday, I swear I'm gonna stop. You know,
Yeah.
how many times you told yourself that, man?
I mean, that's that relying on willpower, you know, where we pound on the
And that-
table, I promise.
Yeah, and that's what this program is not. I try and tell these guys, like, your fucking ego and your male, like, I could just
Sure.
muscle through life, that's gone, bro.
I mean, I hear guys say that my dad told me to grow some hair on my balls or
I hear
to
that all the
man
time.
up.
Yeah. So sad.
And it has nothing to do with it.
No, at all.
It has nothing to do with willpower or
Love or any of that.
none of that. Actually, what it has to do with is asking for help and finding kind of a fellowship of
Right.
people that are just like us.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's huge, the fellowship. I tell my guys again, to some people, quarter 10, you know, and call them, man, and do it. And my guys have been getting some time too. I've been impressed lately.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I got a good group of guys.
Yeah.